What's going on, YouTube? I'm pretty excited about this unboxing for a device that I first knew about. I want to say in 2020 it was released, but I definitely wasn't a big fan of the release price, which was around $1,000 for a Chromebook, and I just thought that was overkill. There's very few Chromebooks that I would say are worth or were worth the $1,000 mark. The Pixel Book was one that I think came close. However, it did fall short in a couple categories, including the speakers. So this particular device, I remember hearing some pretty bad reviews about certain aspects of the device. I'm really hoping that it's one of those situations, kind of like where somebody tells you that a movie is really bad or something to that effect, and you go and you see it anyway, and you're like, man, it wasn't that bad. So I guess wishful thinking for this device, but we will soon find out. Specs here at all. So this is the 13.3 inch AMOLED display, 8 gigs for the memory, and 256 for the storage, which is supposed to be the faster storage, and it is a Core i5. I want to say it's a U series chip, as you can see it there. So it's not a Y chip, which the Pixel Book came in. So this is going to be more powerful than the Pixel Book, but yet I'm interested in it because it is supposed to be very, very light. So let's see here. Let's try to get the seal open. And there we have the Fiesta Red. So this is supposed to be in excellent condition, so we'll test that out. Let's see what comes in the box. We've got a huge power adapter here. All right. And nothing more. And there. And here we've got some literature, I want to say. So we got a quick start guide, and that's pretty much it. So let's take a look at the device itself. So this is already super light, which I like. Let's see here. So there's the Fiesta Red. Very nice and thin. So on this side, we got a headphone jack, a USB-C port, and this might be a volume rocker here. We've got a speaker on the side, which I think is a better placement than the bottom. Another speaker on this side. I want to say that's a micro SD card slot. Not sure why the camera's not focusing there. A USB-C port on this side, as well as that's got to be the power button. And we have the trusty S Pen. And we have that in red as well, with no branding on it. Okay. We'll have to check out the functionality of that. All right, so let's see this screen. Let's see if this is a one finger open or finger lift, and it is. It reveals the keyboard. All right, so it pops right on. So we've got I want to say it's an 8 megapixel camera here on the keyboard itself. We have a fingerprint reader right here, which I'm pretty excited about to set that up. So we've got our keys here. Not bad. A huge trackpad, very nice. All right, and the 4K screen. So what I'll do is go ahead and get all my information loaded in here and play around with it for a little bit, and then let you guys know my early impressions of this Samsung Chromebook. All right, YouTube, so we're back in, and actually I have been playing around with this device, not quite 24 hours, but it's been pretty close. It's the next day from my unboxing, which was the first half of the video. So I've got some thoughts about it, but to answer the question right away, should you purchase this Samsung Chromebook, not the Chromebook 2, but the just the normal Chromebook, 4K display, should you purchase it in 22? And my answer is going to be yes. If, and that's the key word, if you can find it for like a really good price like I did, which is pretty much half price as an open box at Best Buy. I'm pretty sure you can probably get them on eBay, or if somebody's selling them on different websites. Do not pay $1,000 for it. Obviously, this thing, like I said, released in 2020. So half price, I can definitely recommend it. Now, some things that I really like about this device. The build quality is A1. So it is very sturdy, very thin, very light. You've got your USB-C ports. You've got your expansion for the memory. The screen is beautiful, but more to come about the screen. The keyboard is nice. It is definitely passable, so is the large trackpad. Excuse me. Sorry about clearing my voice there, guys, but still getting over the remnants of COVID, so bear with me. Now, there are some things that I can confirm that, some fears that I had about the device. I heard about the battery life as well as the speaker quality being subpar. I will agree that the speakers are not the best. There's kind of a workaround for that, because with Chrome, as you guys know, you do have the extensions. So one thing that you can do is add on like a volume extension like I have here. So there's a lot of different ones, but I've got, all right, well, what are we doing here? I've got this one. I don't know if you guys can see that where I'm putting my cursor, but I've got that volume. It's called Volume Master. I've got that one installed, and that helps a little bit with the volume, but again, it doesn't really substitute good speakers. And I don't understand why Samsung just didn't put good speakers in the device, especially priced at $1,000, when most other Samsung products like my Galaxy Z Fold 3, even as far back as the Note 9, they had some really good stereo speakers. And so this device being nice and thin is no excuse, because their phones are nice and thin as well. So they could have put some better speakers in here. Now, what I will say, what I like about this device though, is the S Pen. So this has been the best writing experience that I've had on a Chromebook thus far. I know a lot of the newer Chromebooks have the USI styluses that you can use, but this one has been pretty smooth. Let's see, I don't want to sign up for anything, but not bad. There is some slight lag there, but it definitely is usable if that's something that you guys are interested in. So it does come with the package, so you won't have to worry about purchasing a separate stylus. So that also makes it a better valued product, especially if you can get this thing at a discounted rate. So really nice touchscreen, like I said, 4K display. Now, one thing about this display though, and I think it ties right into the battery situation, is that I don't find it to be relatively bright. So you do have to crank up your brightness to really get the full effect of this display. And by doing so, that's going to kind of eat into your battery. So I wish they would have done a little better job as far as that goes. The brightness could have been better at lower levels, but I find myself cranking it up more, which is then going to drain the battery. And it does take a while for this thing to get charged up. The battery life is decent though, from what I could tell over the past 24 hours or close to it. Just doing normal tasks. I even tried a couple of my favorite games on here like I normally do. It is definitely not built for gaming. I will say that, my DH5 game struggled a lot on here. So a lot of drop frames. So even with that Core i5 U series chip is not really optimized to take advantage of some games in the apps in the Google Play Store. So if you're getting it for gaming, I would say look elsewhere. But just to have a light portable device to take with you with a beautiful display, some decent speakers, not great, but you can remedy that if you attach a Bluetooth speaker or if you got headphones or something to that effect. So not a bad package at all, especially if you can get it, half price or better. So I would stay around the $500 mark. As soon as you start getting close to 600 bucks, I would say maybe look into like the Acer Spin 713 or something like that, which I still haven't got my hands on yet. I'm waiting on that to go on sale. I might grab that one. But as far as this device, my conclusion is that I still prefer the Pixelbook, which was a very similar design, even though it's an older device now. I want to say that one came out in like 2017, if I'm not mistaken, but very reminiscent. I believe that one is the better purchase. So if you can still find that one in great condition, I would recommend that one over this one. It still gets updates, I believe, until 2024. This one, I'm not sure how long Samsung's going to be doing the updates for it, but very similar footprint. They're both going to be very light, easy to take around in the bag or whatnot, or just carry it in your hand. This one has the little fan on the bottom in case I didn't show you guys the bottom of it. I'm not sure where this stuff came from, probably just being on the table, but it's got the 4 rubber feet there. So a very strong build quality, a little bit of branding, Fiesta Red. So you guys can hit me up in the comments below. What do you guys think about this Chromebook? Did you pick this one up? What are your thoughts? Were you thinking about picking one up? Again, if you can find it for half price, definitely go for it. But if you can find that Pixelbook in great condition for around the same price, I would definitely recommend that one over this one. All right, your boy Yella. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace.